What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here, welcome back to the channel. Now before we get into today's video, guys, we are damn near there. 2 people. All we need are 2 people out there in the world. Anywhere. It could be a person from Canada and a person from Japan, or a person from here in the US and a person from Mexico. Anywhere in the world. We need 2 people to subscribe to the channel, and we will have finally hit 200 subs. We're getting there, guys. We are damn near there. But the moment we do get to 200 subs, I will be opening up this Korean Strike of Neos booster box in its entirety on the channel, on the hopes to potentially pull this guy, Elemental Hero Air Neos, the so-called forbidden Yu-Gi-Oh card. Is it really forbidden? I'll let you guys be the judge of that. Now, if this channel gets to 500 subs, I will open up this Korean LOB booster box that I got from my partners at Collector Store. So be sure to check them out. Link and address will be in the description below. By checking them out, not only does it support them, it also supports the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. On the hopes to potentially pull a Blue Eyes White Dragon, a Dark Magician, a Red Eyes Black Dragon, a piece of Exodia, Pot of Greed. The possibilities are out there. However, if this channel gets to 1,000 subs, I will be opening up this first edition Toon Chaos box in its entirety on the channel that I also got from my partners at Collector Store, on the hopes to potentially pull my second ever collector's rare. Because my first collector's rare is none other than this. Beat Cup from the Underworld from Genesis Impact. Looking at it, it is still gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. And I'm planning on getting this graded. Not sure when, but I will be getting it graded. So if you guys want to see those boxes get opened, maybe you guys want more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue. Maybe you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue, deck profiles, card discussions, WWE topic videos, or maybe, just maybe, you guys want some premium live event predictions and results. Well, if you guys want all that and more, my channel is the place to be. So if you guys are new to the channel, and I know that a lot of you guys are, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all of my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And I want you guys to post in the comments below answering the question of the day, which is this. I know I've done this already, but post comment section below. The question of the day being this: what archetype do you guys want to see in the upcoming core set Phantom Nightmare? Let me know down in the comments below, because I know that somebody commented saying that we could potentially see some Yubel support. Well, judging by my laptop, we are actually getting Yubel support. So shoutouts to the person who said that. Shoutouts to you. It actually came to pass. We are getting Yubel support, and funny enough, it is actually going to be based on the character Yubel from the GX anime. I never would have imagined that we would be getting support for Yubel, because I know that all we got was her 3 forms, and that was it. That was all we got. We got Yubel Terror Incarnate, and Yubel the Ultimate Nightmare in Phantom Darkness. And I know that over time, I think we got Neo's Wiseman, which Wiseman was a bit of a weird card. But recently, within the last year, we got Neo's Elemental Hero Neo's Kluger, I think it's called, which supposedly is supposed to help you summon. Excuse me. Ooh, excuse me. Apparently, it's supposed to help you summon Neo's Wise Man, which will then help you summon Yubel right off the bat. But honestly, I'm kind of excited for this set because again, we're finally getting Yubel support, which is wild, absolutely wild. But there are 7 cards to talk about in today's video, so I'm not gonna waste any time. Let's get straight into it. Kicking things off, we have Spirit of Yubel, which is a 10-star Dark Fiend, naturally, with 0 attack and defense. The first and second effects are once per turn, and there are 4 effects on this card. The first effect says, when an opponent's monster declares an attack, special summon this card from your hand. So it's essentially a Cyber Dragon, which is just absolutely incredible. There ain't much else to say about that. Second effect reads, if this card is special summoned, you can take 1 spell or trap from your deck that mentions Yubel, either add it to your hand or set it. This is essentially like a floodgate. That's pretty nuts. Third effect says that it cannot be destroyed by battle, and you take no battle damage from battles involving this card. And the fourth effect says that if this card is destroyed, you can summon Yubel that is banished or in your hand. That is either in your banish pile, in your hand, in your deck, or in your graveyard. So no matter what you do, you're gonna get Yubel on board no matter what, which is absolutely incredible. And what's even more interesting is that even though Spirit of Yubel can't be destroyed in battle, it can still be destroyed by card effects. So cards like Raigeki, cards like Darkhold, cards like just like monster effects that can break boards. Those cards, like I think like Axis Go Talker is definitely another good one. Pretty nasty. So again, Cyber Dragon, Spell Trap Rhoda, the effect of Yubel, where it can't be destroyed by battle and you take no damage, and it can also summon Yubel right off the bat. I mean, you can't really deny how crazy that is. Although I will admit, I don't think there are any rank 10s that they can make with this card. Honestly, I really don't think so. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to take a look. But next up, we've got Geist Grinder Golem. Yeah, Grinder Golem has gotten a revamp. Wonder how long it'll be until this card gets banned. Anyway, bad joke, I know, bad joke, but to be fair, it could potentially happen. 8-star Dark Fiend, 3,000 attack, 300 defense, and it says that you can only special summon this card once per turn. Excuse me. And it has 3 separate effects. The first effect says, you can reveal 1 Yubel monster in your hand, special summon this card from your hand to your opponent's field, then you can special summon the reveal monster to your field. So this is a really great way to get Yubel on board, and then be able to to be able to spam your board with nothing but tokens, and you can use those tokens as tribute fodder for the effect of Yubel. So that's actually pretty good. Funny enough, though, I believe you can use cards like Scapegoat and cards like Fires of Doomsday during the end phase of your opponent's turn, so that way you wouldn't be affected by their effects, where you wouldn't be able to summon anything at all, which is pretty cool. So that's pretty crazy. It's essentially a fucking kaiju. It's essentially a kaiju, just plain simple. Second effect reads, once per turn during damage cal, if this card battles a Yubel monster, your opponent gains 3,000 life points. Funny enough, this is actually pretty this is actually pretty fucking hilarious because it's a kaiju that gives you 3,000 life points. That's actually hilarious. The third effect says, if you special summon Yubel while this card is in your grave, you can special summon this card to your opponent's field. So no matter what happens, no matter what happens, you're gaining life points every single time. So if you were to have, if your opponent were to have 3 of this card on board, that's 9,000 life points you're getting every single battle phase, which honestly, it's pretty fucking nuts. It's pretty nuts, I must admit. Although to be fair, the only way the deck would be like really broken is if we had Samsara Lotus, which, to be fair, Lotus is banned. It's been banned for the last few years. The last several years because of a combo that was made involving Firewall Dragon, which the effect wasn't, I don't think it was a once per turn if I remember correctly. But still, that's pretty fucking crazy. Next up, speaking of Samsara Lotus, we have Samsara Regenerating Lotus, which is a 1-star Dark Fiend with 0 attack and defense, and all 3 of its effects are once per turn. The first effect reads, you can tribute this card, special summon 1 Yubel monster from your deck. Do I even have to say anything else? I don't think so. No matter what you do, this deck ensures that you're able to summon Yubel really easily. That's pretty crazy. Second effect reads, during your opponent's turn, when a monster effect is activated while you control Yubel, as a quick effect, you contribute this card. That effect becomes destroy 1 Yubel monster on the field. Yeah. Yubel into Yubel Terror Incarnate, or Terror Incarnate into Yubel the Ultimate Nightmare. Yeah, that's pretty fucking nasty if you ask me. This is an easy 2 of. No matter what, this is a 2 of, easy. Third effect reads, during your end phase, if you control Yubel and this card is in your grave, you can take this card, either add it to your hand or special summon it. This again, Yubel you're basically running 3 copies of Yubel, 3 copies of Spirit of Yubel, 2 copies of at least 1 or 2 copies of Yubel Terra Incarnate, and only 1 copy of Yubel the Ultimate Nightmare, because of the fact that they can be summoned from either the hand, the deck, or the graveyard. This deck, with the new support, you're able to summon it from either of those 3, plus the banish pile if it's in there, which that's pretty nasty. I wonder if Dark World could actually benefit from this. I don't think it can. I don't think it can. I know the dangers. I know that the dangers can definitely benefit from this deck, but I don't know if it can. But we have a fusion, but it's German, and I'm not going to be able to pronounce it. I'll try. The fusion name is called Yubel das Ewig Liebe Watcher, which I believe... Whoa! Sorry guys. My phone moves because I had to hit Control C. So let's see. Let's see what we got. Translate. Here we are. Google Translate. I want to say it. I actually want to say that it is German, so we'll go German. We'll put German on. Here, and then we'll put English here. I had a feeling. So the English name is Yubel, the Eternally Dear Guardian is actually the name. So that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna call it that, the Eternally Dear Guardian, which is a 12-star Dark Fiend, 0 attack and defense, and requires 1 Yubel plus an effect monster on the field. So it could literally be. So funny enough, this is a super poly target because if you have Yubel on board and you have and your opponent has Geist Grinder Golem on board, you can just activate super poly, and this card's on board. That's how wild this deck really is. Super poly, guys, I'm telling you, super poly is going to be the new meta once this deck is fully released. I'm saying it now. Super poly is going to be 10 times more dangerous than it's ever been in years. And the last time super poly was this fucking good? What was it, the Ignister archetype? Yeah, I believe so. The Ignister deck, because of the fact that your opponent wouldn't know what to play, basically. So this is going to be very interesting, but it does have 3 separate effects. The first one is a once per turn, which reads, if this card is fusion summoned, you can inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each fusion material used for its summon. Yeah. So you can basically use Super Poly to fuse Yubel, that's on your board, plus break your opponent's entire board, and that right there would be what, 3,000 damage to your opponent? That's pretty fucking crazy. Second effect reads that it can't be destroyed by battle or card effects, and you take no battle damage from battles involving this card. The third effect reads if this card battles an opponent's monster, at the end of the damage step, inflict damage to them equal to that monster's attack, and if you do, banish it. So this is basically Yubel, the Ultimate Nightmare on steroids, which is insane. And what I find so unique is that, again, Yubel was probably one of the best characters in the fucking GX anime in season 3 because of the fact that she was, or I guess, she was Jaden's soulmate, eternal soulmate and protector, because of the fact that he had a special power. Which if you guys didn't watch GX, you guys won't know. But for those who don't know, basically he had the power to speak with monster spirits, kind of similar to how Yugi was able to talk to the Pharaoh in the DM anime by way of the Millennium Puzzle. Jaden was able to speak with monster spirits by way of obviously not just Yubel, but also by way of Wayne Karibo as well, which is pretty cool. So honestly, I fucking love this deck. You guys know when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh, Fiends is one of my all-time favorite monster types ever, and you guys know Dark World is my specialty. I might make this my second specialty deck. I'm gonna have to test this out because I don't know if there's any. I don't know. Maybe the dangers could potentially work. Actually, maybe, I don't know. Danger Yubel. I mean, that's a possibility. Next up, we've got Nightmare Pain, which was actually the name of Yubel's effect, actually, funny enough. The first effect is a once per turn, and it's a continuous spell, but it has 3 effects. First effect is reads during your main phase, you can destroy 1 dark monster in your hand or face-up field, and if you do, add 1 Yubel or a card that mentions it from your deck to your hand, except this card. So this is essentially your Rhoda for the whole deck, which is pretty cool. Second effect reads, while you control any Yubel monsters, all opponent's monsters must attack them if able. Oh fuck. Yeah, this deck is gonna be dangerous. Not much else to say about that. I would assume this would be in the lines of an anti-meta strategy, but it can also be a meta strategy as well, which is pretty nuts. Third effect reads, your opponent takes any battle damage you would have taken from battles involving your Yubel monsters instead. So again, this is basically Yubel, but in spell form, and it's just that damn good. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. Being able to just add Yubel or a card that mentions it directly to your hand, and to be able to being able to just have your opponent take all the damage you would have taken just in one spell card. It's just that broken. It is just that broken. I believe there's like 3 more cards to talk about. 1, 2. There are 2 more cards to talk about in this video. So the first one is Mature Chronicle, which is also a continuous spell. And the second effect is a once per turn. The first effect says, each time a Yubel monster or monsters and or a monster that mentions Yubel is special summoned, place 1 Chronicle counter on this card. You can remove up to the second effect reads you can remove up to 5 Chronicle counters from cards you control to activate one of these effects. 1. Special summon Yubel from your graveyard. 2. Add 1 of your banished cards to your hand. 3. Remove a card from banish a card from your deck. 4. Destroy 1 card on the field. 5. Add Super Poly from your deck to your hand. So literally, if you have, let's say you've got like 20, fucking Chronicle counters on this card, dude, you're gonna be doing a lot of bullshit. A lot of bullshit. Oh my god. I don't even know what to say except holy shit. This is gonna be a nasty deck. And I'm telling you, Super Poly is gonna be meta once again once this deck comes out. I seriously cannot wait for Phantom Nightmare. I'm gonna be honest, I actually want to get my hands on this set just because of the Yubel support. I might buy a case actually, funny enough. Although to be fair, cases nowadays go for like $400, $500, $600, almost like $1,000, and that's I don't even think it's worth it, honestly. But the last card to talk about is Eternal Favorite, in which the artwork, funny enough, is based on the scene of the last episode of season 3, where Yubel is embracing Jaden after their duel, and watching it the first time, it literally made my heart melt, because that was a beautiful thing. Even you guys have to admit it was a beautiful thing. But Eternal Favorite is a continuous trap, and it has the effect that says once per turn you can activate one of these effects, but you can only use each of the following effects of this card's name once per turn. Special summon one of your Yubel that is banished or in your grave. Neither player can activate cards or effects when it is special summoned. If you control Yubel, discard 1 card and send this face-up card from your spell and trap zone to the grave. Fusion summon a fusion monster from your extra using monsters from either field as material, including Yubel. Including a Yubel monster. So again, this basically acts as like a 4th, 5th, and 6th copy of Super Poly, and honestly, that's fucking nuts. So looking at these cards, I'm being honest, this is gonna be a nasty deck. This will probably be one of, if not the nastiest decks I have ever seen. So while this video is being posted, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my three forms of Yubel, stash them somewhere over here, and wait until Phantom Nightmare comes out. So that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more card discussions in the future, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all of my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.